This map first impressions video is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another map second impression. We're going to take another look at the Hof Bergmann map. It recently got updated to version 1.0.0.4, and there are a ton of changes that were added to the map. Very specifically, season support and global company support, and a lot of changes. A lot of things been added to Hof Bergmann, so I thought this definitely merited a relook. But before we jump into the map, I'm going to take you over to the lsfarming.mods website and show you the download page and talk to you about some of the things that have been added and changed and fixed in this version. Now, I will say, if you are not interested in having any decent information in this video, go ahead and fast forward probably 10 minutes, because that's probably about how long it's going to take for me to get through this, and then you can just see the nice and pretty parts. So, here we are. This is the download. You do need to log in and have an account to get the download link. There's a ton of folks that will put a comment in, I don't see the download link. You need to create an account. It will definitely be worth it. Then you'll be able to log in and get a download link. Now, I know this is going to take you to Uploaded, and I know lots of folks don't like Uploaded, but you know what? You click download on Uploaded, and you go to bed, and when you get up in the morning, you'll have your download. Click on it, go to school, go to work. When you come home, you'll have your download. Click on it, go out to the movies, watch that new movie that just came out, come back, you'll have your download. It's that simple. You don't have to sit here and wait at your computer for 3 or 4 hours for it to actually download. All right, let's take a look at what has been changed in version 1.0.0.4. So first off, you'll need the global company mod in your mod folder. There's a link to it. You'll need to be patched to the latest version of the game as of the release of this map, which is version 1.4.1. There's a link to download the patch if you're not updated. If you are already playing Hof Bergmann, you will need to start a new save game. So currently, German and English are the only language files that are in the map. If you typically play with something other than German and English, Farmer Andy is basically opened it up to you. If you'd like to do a translation, go ahead and send it to him. There's some things that were fixed. Basically, if you like to play with the extended or an enhanced vehicle mod, there is now a script in there to help with that. The map is made seasons ready, and the Hof gas pumps at the fuel area, at the farm area, and a few other areas are now going to work for you. So let's look at the things that were added new. An extra shop category with all of the production stuff found under objects. A placeable dispenser silo to get the stuff, the raw materials you need to make your fertilizer. New fert bag needed to make liquid fertilizer. Viable and refillable milk cans can be bought in the shop. There's a new farm gate, and we'll take a look at that up by the cow shed. A new bunker silo up in the forest above the cow shed. A placeable bunker silo is now on the map. The new animal species of calves have been introduced, where you basically can buy calves, raise them. They don't really grow up to be full cows, but they magically reproduce, and then you can sell the calves at the animal dealer, or you can take them down to the butcher and get yourself some cow meat. A new butcher shop is down at the village, and the butcher will accept lots of your meat and or lots of your animals and convert them into meat. I want to show you the butcher, and it is rather gruesome of a place to be. If you're a little squeamish, you might not want to watch that little part, because it's a classic butcher shop, I can tell you that much. So here we've got new fruit trees installed in the map. So we have, I believe they are apple and pear fruit trees, and you can also put down placeable versions of those. The old greenhouses have been removed, and now they work with the global company script. There is lettuce, tomatoes, and this is red pepper. Google Translate is telling me it's paprika, but this is red pepper. Okay. There's also a new vegetable stand down at the gas station, as well as you can sell those here at the farm shop and the restaurant. Tons of new things in the store. We'll take a look at that. There is a new rainwater tank that is available on the map that basically collects the rainwater. Obviously, it has the rain first, and then you can have free use of that rainwater. New bale storage points are installed in the map that are now compatible with the GTX script that was released in the Mod Hub a few weeks back. Let's see here, what else we got? New storage rack for cheese loaves installed at Cheese Dairy. So lots of fun is going on here and lots of changes. So more floor angles. This is multi-terrain angle. This is interesting, and I'll show this off. The drains at the farm and the pig breeding area, you can move the cover and use those to empty liquids out of tanks. So if you have excess liquid, basically you just pour it down the drain, if you will. Not sure how environmental that is, if it's, let's say, liquid fertilizer or diesel. But at any rate, 2 more meadows are set up. Trying to read this and pseudo-translate the poor translations here. Cheese factory has been rebuilt for the global company script. Lots of stuff has been redone for the global company script. The new sawmill. So the version that I tested and showed off quite a while ago had an issue with selling trees. That's been fixed. And now you talk to the guy down at the sawmill. Prices have been adjusted. Compact silo revised. We're going to take a look at that. BG area has been redesigned. Vegetable cultivation. Lots of cool things have been added. Lots of cool things have changed. There's even some more vehicles that are being added to the map, and we're going to try to take a look at most of this stuff. Really, what's going on with this map, you're going to need to play it quite a long time, I think, to figure out all of the real ins and outs. I'm going to try to give you my best impression of what I think some of this stuff is doing based on my experience with the previous version of Hof Bergmann, as well as just general information that I've picked up reading the change log. Let's go ahead and jump on in. And let's take a look at the mods. So when you download this map, you're going to get a RAR file, R-A-R file. You're going to need something like WinRAR, W-I-N-R-A-R. I'll leave a link to that application in the description to uncompress the download. And in there's going to be several mods. So let's activate those so we can make sure we can look at them. Trying to get a favorite 500. Get the Flegel rear deck. We're going to activate global company. We get the belt autoloader. Of course, Hof Bergmann in the map. We get the John Deere Gator pack in that RAR file. I'm going to go ahead and activate camera collision just because that's what I like to do. We get the Kramer Special Edition. We get the LSFM Universal Tank Pack. We get the Lizard Universal Trailer. We get the Portable Toolbox. We don't get no crosshair. I'm just going to use that because I don't like the little dot. You're going to need seasons if you want to play this map with seasons. There is a seasons mask installed in the map. There appears to be custom growth also in the map, specifically for clover, quite possibly for some of the other crops. And it looks like there's custom weather and all that other fun jazz. So that is just about everything that we're going to need to activate. Like I said, you get a bunch of mods when you uncompress that RAR file. Let's go ahead and load up the map. Lots of starting equipment. And if you start this map on Farm Manager mode, start from scratch, or new farmer mode, you're going to have all of the equipment already at the farm. All of the buildings are already going to be there. The only difference is going to be your starting land. So I like the Farmer Andy maps because you kind of get these little credits when you load in. Kind of cool how he's got that working. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look here at the PDA. It's the same general PDA as we had last time we took a look at the map. Hopefully I understand at some point he's going to expand into this area and possibly around. So if we take a look at the lands, in new farmer mode, we start out with the horse paddock over here, field 5, and the main farm itself, which also includes a pig area, a cow area across the street, another horse area, and the main cow area up here at the top of the farm, and this is where the calf area is. In addition to those animal areas, we have the sheep area, and also in the sheep area right over here, we have the orchard. We have the pear and apple trees. We have another cow area over here, just north of the sawmill. We have a meadow there that's been added. Got the clover meadow, which is there. Got another one over here. And a big one up there in field 17. Up here we have our greenhouses. We have the pig area. This is the pig fattening yard, where we basically can have dead pigs. Dead pigs need to be taken over here to the skinner for processing. Talk about that in a little bit. And this is the new butcher. Okay. We're going to take a look at that here in a little bit also. But let's start just by taking a look at the rest of the map, doing our normal little thing. So you can see we have all of the standard crop types on the map, including clover. That is all that's been added to the map there. Take a look at the sell points. We've got several sell points that buy most of our crops. And we have lots of these little village farmers, village names. They will buy potatoes. And in order to sell the potatoes there, you have to put them in little potato boxes. So that's why they pay a premium, because you have to do a little bit extra work to put them in boxes and sell them manually. Now, something that's interesting is the ability to visit and tag these areas has been disabled. So if you're looking for, let's say, the skinner, you can't just tag it and look for it. You're going to have to know where that is. Not sure I really like that concept, but at any rate, that's what we've got going on there. So the animal dealer will buy our sugar beets. They'll buy chaff, silage, hay, straw, and grass, pig food, and clover. See all the added crops. Here's some of the beef or the meat products. So here we have like pork chops, chicken, pig, steak, butter, cheese. The Mr. Death here, Skinner, you have to pay him to get rid of your dead animal corpses, dead cow corpses specifically. This is compost. Of course, we have clover. Then we have our pig food. Here's the red peppers. Google translated that as red paprika, tomatoes, and lettuce. You start out with a fair bit of equipment, well maintained. Some of this equipment is also very specialized. We're going to have to talk a bit about that here in a bit. While we start with various animal areas, we do not start with any specific animals, and we do have contracts available on the map. So let's go ahead and take a look at the starting equipment. Here we go. So we start off with owning some of these fillable boxes. These are custom to the Hof Bergmann map. They will hold 500 liters apiece, these plastic totes, and will hold all of the in-game fill types for the map. Then we have fillable wood boxes that hold 250 liters apiece. Again, they hold all of the standard fill types. Here on the map, we have a fillable milk can. Two of those. They will hold 120 liters of milk or water. Got some buckets. They will hold 100 liters of milk, water, or wheat. Then we have a livestock trailer, and the livestock trailer will allow us to haul 12 pigs, 18 breeding pigs, 14 sheep, 6 cows, 21 calves, 9 horses, and that's right, 144 poultry boxes. so we can transport our chickens or ducks. I think they're ducks from the animal dealer to the animal area, or from the animal area to the butcher. Get the John Deere Gator here. Get a John Deere little miniature water tank, part of the Gator pack, and a little Gator trailer to go along with that. Get a universal water tanker that will hold water, slurry, and digestate. Get the Fendt Vario 313 tractor, as well as a pair of 515Cs. One is custom, one's modded from Farmer Andy, one is not. Then we have the 727 Vario. Got the John Deere 6155M tractor, New Holland TX32 harvester, and the Kramer KL30.8E telehandler, or front loader, I guess specifically. Then we get a Ford Transit van. Get the pickup truck. We have then, as far as trailers go, we have the Agriliner TKD 302, the HW80, and the Strotterman SEK 802. We have the silo hopper. This is one of those custom to this map only items. This will allow you to fill various silos around the map with custom products. We can put lime, seed, fertilizer, pig food, or this is whole grain. That's what it's called. Into various silos. We have the harvester header. We have the Agromaz POH5 plow, Vanderstand Spirit R300S seeder. We have the Kuhn Fertilize spreader front mower, the Strotterman forage wagon, and then we have a pair of front loader arms. We've got 2 front loader buckets. We've got the skid steer bucket for the Kramer, as well as the pallet fork and bale spear. Then we have a set of weights. We have the autoloader belt. We have the universal trailer, which takes all of the liquids, including what looks like... What is that? Oh, sorry. You can basically... Sorry. I was thrown for a little bit. You can convert this to a flatbed trailer, and that's why it will haul square or round bales. And the bag lifter, we have a portable toolbox. Here we have those rainwater tanks. They collect rainwater and allow you to get rainwater out. I don't think they will dispense water for infinitum. You're going to have a limited capacity of water there, and it's going to have to rain first before you're able to pull rainwater out of there. And we have the power washer. That is all part of the owned equipment. While we're talking about equipment, let's take a look here at some of the custom stuff that you can buy here in the map. So we have the Man TGX 26 animal trailer. It will allow you to haul your animals, including your poultry boxes. We have the livestock trailer, which we already have owned. And then we have a dolly style livestock trailer that, of course, I'm sure we can add to the back of our truck. And since we're looking here at the shop, we do indeed have a custom shop. This is the actual shop. The live picture of the shop. That's pretty cool. So we have the John Deere Gator pack. We have the custom Fendt favorite. We have the transit truck, transit van, various configurations. That can include a little air conditioner on top. We have the universal tank pack. Then under auger wagons, we have the silo hopper if you want to buy another one, or if you accidentally sell that. We're here under miscellaneous. We have the Fliegel rear deck, bag lifter, the universal trailer, and the portable toolbox. For belt systems, we have the auto load belt. And this is where we get into the good stuff. Under objects, we have crates that we can buy various sizes of crates, from a 1,000 liter fillable box down to a 250-liter fillable wooden box. Have a fillable cage box for potatoes and sugar beets. Then we have fillable crates for apples and pears. A vegetable crate for cabbage, tomatoes, and peppers. This is reusable. Change lettuce, tomato, red pepper. So we probably want to make these different colors so we'll know which one's which. We have vegetable carton, fillable. So we get 100 pieces in that one, 100 pieces in this one. So lots of manual use of moving things around. This stays. You don't have to be, you can reuse this. It doesn't disappear when the objects are sold out of it. Here's the production equipment. So we've seen the butter machine. Butter machine takes milk and produces butter. So you buy it here at the shop. You have to then transport it to wherever you want to basically make your butter. We have the fertilizer mixer. So take water and some other products and make liquid fertilizer. So looks like we can attach that to a front loader. Then transport that to wherever we want to have it. Let's go check out front loaders. Description said here, a matching front loader holder facilitates transport. So I wanted to make sure that there wasn't a custom front loader bracket. Then we have a fertilizer mixer that again has those front loader attachments. Pick that up and basically drive it. I would probably pick it up and put it on a flatbed. See if it may be strapped down and then transport on the flatbed. So this allows you to basically make your fertilizer. Pretty cool. And we have a compost master. This is what's awesome. I have always wanted a portable compost master. Look here. So this is a portable compost master. Again, has the front loader attachments. You buy this, you pick it, you put it wherever you want it, and then you bring your product to it. This basically takes almost all organic materials can go in it to make compost, including your dead animal carcasses. Then we have miscellaneous category. We've got a bucket. This is what we're going to use to put our butter in. This is how we sell our butter. Fillable milk can, and then a little duck bath for our chickens and ducks. That is not it, guys. If we go into the bags, ignore these. I've got custom textures. Okay, ignore those. And we have with the map a custom forage bag, whole grain, big bag, seed, solid fertilizer, lime, chicken food, pig food, horse food, and then the fertilizer granulate bag in order to make fertilizer. Look at the pallets. We then have custom. We have the Reuben TT, which is for making seed. We have lettuce seedlings. So we'll need these lettuce seedlings to plant in our greenhouses. We have a transport pallet. Basically, we can put anything on this we want and strap it down. And if we go to bales, there's also a couple custom bales. I think this may be for the clover. Even though it says square hay bale, I think this is clover hay. Technically. Now let's go over here to placeables, because we're not done yet. We haven't even looked at the map, and I'm already 20-some minutes into this video. So here are the placeable bale storage. So we have round bale storage for straw, hay, and silage, 54 bales apiece. Then we have the square bale storage, 90 bales apiece for hay, straw, and silage. They're just placeables. You just pick where you want them, plop them down, and there you go. We have placeable fruit trees. We have the apple and pear tree. We do not have any custom animal areas. We do have the custom bunker silo we could put down. We have a custom silo here. Universal storage silo can be used to almost any fill type. The lid must be open to fill the silo. So you can see there's a lid here. You're going to have to open that, 100,000 liters. And then we have the fertilizer material dispenser. So this is going to dispense the raw materials you're going to need in order to make your fertilizer. Just a sandcastle. Farmhouses is empty. Already looked at the animal pens, haven't we? And miscellaneous. We have the rainwater tank if you want to put down more of those. So guys, that is 25 minutes in, and we haven't looked at the map yet. I'm going to have tons of comments. I don't really care. So this is one of those drains I talked about. Intro. Come up here, you left click. You move the cover aside, and now you can actually bring a liquid tanker up here and unload your contents. Empty your contents down the drain, if you will. Go ahead and cover that up so we don't, no one falls in. Here is our chicken area. Okay. So this is one of those rainwater collection tanks. This is not going to dispense any water out of it, I don't think, until you get some rain. Like there's any rain in it. You have a big bag of chicken food here to start out with. Now, at one point in time, I had heard that Farmer Andy was going to make it so you couldn't buy your animals here, that you were going to need to transport them all, but it does appear that you can indeed buy your animals here. They do show up. Let's go ahead and get a duck too while we're at it. Duck at it. So this is where you need to put your big bag here to fill your food. Or if you are really good, you can bring the little gator trailer in here and fill your food up. And this is where your eggs will appear. They'll spawn right there. Then your water trigger is right here. Now, while we're taking a look here, let's go inside this. This is our farm shop. Lots of the products we make here at the farm, we can bring in here and sell. This only sells, I believe, at 9 p.m. 7 to 8 p.m. Okay, so anything you bring in here, anybody that can read German can translate that for us. But anything you bring into here will stay here all day and basically then sell at 7 or 8 p.m. Bring potatoes in here, milk, cheese, vegetables. Got our van. Got our gator. Over here we have the silo fill. Silo hopper. And I'll try to demonstrate how this works. Basically, you fill your product up at the top. You back this up to one of the silos and you connect the hoses, and then you can unload. Over here we have quite a few things in this building. First off, this is a horse area. Start out with some horse food. Turn our lights on and off. Horses in here. Now, before we go too far, let's go ahead and take a look at the animal areas. So the chickens and ducks, they're going to take wheat, barley, and corn and water, and they're going to basically reproduce and make eggs. The horse area we just looked at takes oats, hay, straw, and water. Pretty typical for the horse pen. This is the water trigger, I think, for the horses. And then the feed trigger is inside there. It's been a while since I played on this map, so some of this I'm trying to kind of pull back from memory. Let's go over here and take a look. We've got some cool things going on over here. This is where we have our maintenance trigger. Turn the light on. Come over here to the wrench and activate our maintenance trigger. Then we've got some other things going on here. So let's take a look up there. So you see we hit there. Let's open the attic gate. You see we got some bales up there, but when we walk up here, watch this, we get our bale storage. So we have 87 bales up here. Straw. And let's dispense 2. Oh, there's 2 straw bales. So there you go. So one of the bale storage areas is actually up there in the loft. Isn't that cool? So you basically need to use your wheel loader to basically put the bales up there, and then it will basically be stacked for you. Come down here, and this is where you're going to eject the bale. And that's where they're going to stack up, and then you can basically make use of those. So that is pretty slick. Over here to the side, we have our fuel tank for the main farm. You will have to deliver fuel to this in order to use it. Have another one of those drains. Around the back, we have several of our front loader equipment, some big bags. If we walk up here, use our mouse controls, wheel the shelves up and down. So, now over here we have a hay dryer. We go up here, we hit E to enter the hay dryer. You can turn it on B. Nice little animations on there. Basically, grass goes in, hay comes out. Okay, so we can switch to English. There you go. So you can see we have a hay chamber, the drying chamber, the pipe status, visual representation. So let's exit. So the pipe is right there. Now it's collapsed. Let's go in. Let's extend it out. There you go. We can change the tip side from the drying chamber to the hay chamber. We can unload from the drying chamber, or we can overload to the hay chamber from here. This is where you dump your grass in order to dry it. You have to dump your grass in there and turn it on. And this is pretty cool. Take this ladder, take it around to the front of the building. Do this. Oh no. Any rate, you don't have a fail like I just did. Climb up here. And you open the attic door. And that is the hay storage chamber. So you'll see the fill plane go up there as you store hay in there. You can use your belt to basically dump hay straight into there for storage also if you want. Now, last I was told, this little ladder didn't work in multiplayer. Single player is the only thing that lets you move it around. Last I was told. Let's go over here and take a look at the stuff on this side of the farm. And over here we have a pig food mixer. So this is kind of interesting how we do this. We walk over here and we hit E to operate the pig food mixer. You need to turn it on. And at this point now we can add product to it. You can see that it takes potatoes and whole grain. Okay? And potatoes and whole grain in a very specific mixing ratio of about 50 to 40 to 60% potatoes, and then probably 10 or 5% to 45% of whole grain. And basically, once you add all the products, it takes 1 minute of mixing time to produce pig food. And you have two options. You can tip to the pipe out like that, and you can tip to the pipe like so, or you can bring the pipe back in, and then you can hit U, and you can tip to the pig food silo, which is right there. See the pipe is piped in, mixer to the pig food silo, so you can tip it into the pig food silo for storage, or you can just tip it to the pipe out to then go straight into a trailer. Now, I did have an interesting issue with this mixer and a TMR mixer that we're going to take a look at here in a little bit. With the default key bindings, when I was playing on this map several months ago, I had to change my key bindings because the key bindings that was for overload and unload were the same. Basically, I couldn't get it to unload to the pig food silo. It always wanted to basically unload to the pipe. You could also basically unload that into pallets, and it'll basically unload over here into pig food pallets. Now the cover, once again, this is one of those silos where we can open the cover and we can tip product into it. So pig food does look different on the map. Looks like basically ground up corn, if you will. Now over here we have one of the animal areas of the farm. We have our pigs, where our pig manure will pile up. Nice lights coming in through the windows. That's pretty cool. So we have our food trough. This is also where we're going to blow our straw in. We have our slurry. We can open the slurry pit. Attach our hose there. And then this is where we're going to basically deliver our pigs. There you go. Also buy little piglets. Put it in here. Let's see if we can find a little piglet running around here in the grass. There he is. There's a little piglet. Look at you, little piglet. So here we have our water trough. Let's work our way around. So around back here, we looked at the racks. We've got two silage bunkers over here. Here we have the trigger. So, interesting. We're not getting the trigger on this one. Maybe we only have one silage bunker. We've got the trigger, but we don't get the drop up. We drop down there where it says chaff or anything when we walk into this one. It's kind of interesting. So over here we have a silage bales. You probably can't unload with the trailer there. This is C. So we have 54 silage bales. Load our bales. And then this will produce silage. We bring chaff and we get silage after 15 minutes of operation. Basically enter it, turn it on, turn it off. here we have hay storage. Here we have 3 hay bales, and when they're full, they have a tarp over them. When they're not full, the tarp goes away. We have some more of our vehicles stored over here. This is a farm water trigger. Just have some more storage. Let's run across the street real fast. This is one of our cow areas. Take the straps down, put them up. We have the water trigger and our hay trigger. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the cow area. So cows will take total mixed rations, silage, or hay. Then they'll take grass or clover for the second food type. You only need to feed them total mixed rations, silage, or hay for 100% effectiveness. Take water, food, and they'll produce milk and reproduce. And the milk that they will produce will come and will spawn right here on this little table as those milk jugs. So you'll have to come in here and basically transport those. You can put those in a trailer, but you'll have to do it all by hand. Let's come over here. Trailer's probably in the way. Can't get it out, but here's the square straw bale storage. Tractor and the trailer is in the way. This is one of those trailers, or one of those silos that we could put various products into. Let's just demonstrate real quick how this is going to work. I don't think this has any product in it, so we're just going to kind of pretend. Also, one of those silos across the street there. See over there across the street? Let's go ahead and go over there. So one of those silos here. Here we have one of our trailers and our seeder. That's not a drain, okay? So the way this works is you would have product in the trailer. You'd open the tarp, put product in the trailer. You'll come back to this trailer. Okay, Q. And now we have a hose attachment. So now we are attached to the silo. And then basically want to hit G. You toggle back to the trailer. We would hit unload. Unload into the trailer or into the silo. You'd be able to see the counter on the trailer go down, counter on the silo go up. And when you do that, then there would be a little kind of label that would appear on the silo to tell you what was in it. You can only store one product in the silo. Disconnect your hose and then move off and do your own little thing. Then when you wanted to get product out, you just pull any trailer up underneath of it and basically pull product out. So that's how you work those trailers. Over here we've got a cool building. Just have general storage in here. Got our auto load, auto belt trailer, another one of our fit tractors. And up here we have a bit of a straw loft. Some general stuff up here. But more importantly, around the side here, we have a straw storage. So we walk up here, hit E, and then we can turn the straw blower on. Basically, when we turn the straw blower on, we can then unload straw here, and it'll suck it up, See how much is stored there. And then basically go around to the side of the building. And this is where we would unload our straw. Okay. Over here, have kind of slurry storage. Click to open the slurry. Yeah, make sure there's nothing close by, right? So we have slurry storage there. Obviously, that's where we're going to get our slurry out of. Here we have the Big Bag Max. This is where we can basically make big bags of stuff. So we put product in the top. Hit B to enable pallet creation. And basically we would get bags or boxes of product below there. Come on up here. Up here at the upper level, we have a Seed Master. The Seed Master, the way it works is we need wheat and that product that I showed you in the store. The Reuben TT. So that and wheat basically go into here. And then we turn it on. And then later, we basically have seed. Let's have general storage over here on this side. Here we've got our animal trailer. We have our Kramer. And then we have the TMR mixer that I alluded to when I was talking about the pig food mixer. Same general principle. Go in, we turn it on. Hay, silage, straw. We get TMR. We can mix up to 40,000 liters of product at a time. Our slurry pit for our cows. That new gate that was opened, that was created, and the drive-through silage bunker that was added. We go to feeder cows. Go ahead and take a look at this one. This one's the same, total mixed ration, silage, hay, grass and clover, straw and water, but we get milk, slurry, manure, and reproduction. Remember, the one across the street only gave us milk. They don't produce manure or slurry. This is the water trigger for the cows. Looks like we have an interesting water gauge there to see the fill level. Where we're going to basically do bring our feed for our cows and the straw trigger. This is where we're going to basically get our milk out of. And we can actually enter this, turn it on, and basically then we can fill out of that. We can draw milk 100 liters at a time out of there with our bucket. This is a calving area. This is where the calves are going to be. It's new to this update. Come over here to the side. On the gate if we want. Hit R. We could buy a black and white calf, a black calf, or a brown calf. There you go. There's a little calf. Let's once again check the animal area. And you can see the calves take milk and straw. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to pull milk out with the bucket. And the bucket over here. And put milk in there. Okay. Now what I did notice is over here, when I started the Lily milk robot, I got milk jugs. It says 0% because we didn't have any milk in it. but this is where the milk would spawn if we basically use the milk robot to make jugs of milk. Guessing this is going to be where the straw trigger is for our calves. Manure pit. Got our John Deere up here. Got another rainwater collection. And now over here we have this is where we make our butter and our cheese. Basically I think we can fill, I don't know if we can, I guess we can draw milk out of here. Maybe we can bulk add milk to this. Not really sure. When we were playing, we put our butter machine right here. Turn the fans on the building. Light it up at night. And the way this works is we would have our milk. Take our milk out of the bucket. Bring it over here. Put it in our cheese production. Okay. And we would get cheese over here. Round cheeses. And we could basically then take the cheese, put it over here on these racks. Or put them in the gator and then take them down to the farm shop and sell the cheese. Same with the butter. We had the butter here. We put milk in the butter. We ran the butter machine, and it basically then would fill up the barrel of butter. We could then take the butter and put it down in the farm shop and sell the product. Let's go ahead and pull up the global company menu, and you'll see the stuff that we own from the start. So we have the grain mill. We'll take a look at the grain mill here in a little bit. That's the grain mill. Grain mill takes wheat, barley, oat, corn, whole grain, okay? And basically makes whole grain out of it. We're gonna add some product to that just so that we'll have some to show off here in a little bit. The vegetable stalls. Now, if we take a look at the camera, we just get black. So, but this is down by the gas station. We'll take a look at that later. The cheese dairy, that's where we were just at. There. And that takes milk and makes cheese. Slaughterhouse. Take a look at that.
Servus.
There is kind of a sampling of what the slaughterhouse looks like.
Servus.
So we bring calf meat, calves, and we get calf meat. Pigs are breeding pigs, and we get pork. Chickens, and we get poultry. Sheep, and we basically get sheep meat. So that's what we own so far. As we buy more things, like for example, when we buy the greenhouses, we'll have greenhouses here also, the global company menu. Let's take a look. Have we covered everything that we own at the start? Covered the horses over here. Covered the cows. Yeah, we pretty much covered everything that we own from the start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this video. This is going to be part 1, okay, of the Hof Bergmann relook. It's just basically the intro and the farm. Then part 2 is going to be the rest of the map. All right, so tune in for part 2. I don't know when I'm going to publish that. Probably will be fairly soon after part 1. So let me know in the comments, what do you think of the updated Hof Bergmann 1.0.0.4, and go ahead and tune in for part 2. Be sure to click that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell.